Hello and welcome to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball. Tom Nappy on the call, Matt Clark on camera, and running all the technical gear, and we are just about ready to get this game started between the Hillers and Westwood. Westwood 0-5 on the season, Hopkinton 5-1. Let's send it down to the floor to Athletic
and welcome
Director
to
Rich
Hopkinton
Cormier.
High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball game as the Westwood Wolverines take on the Hopkinton Hillers. For tonight's starting lineups, we'll begin with the visiting Westwood Wolverines. Number 2, junior Haley Jacobson. Number 4, senior Caitlin Fleming. Number 13, junior Katie Kissel. Number 15, senior Hattie Noble. And number 25, senior Julia Dolly. The Wolverines are coached by Catherine Clifford. And now for the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, number 22, junior Kiki Fossbender. At guard, number 23, junior Lauren Cho. At guard, number 31, junior Carly Hedstrom. At forward, number 33, junior Lexi Trendle. And at guard, number 15, senior captain Lulu Murphy. The Hillers are coached by Will Collins, Cheney Gaudette, and head coach Mike Greco. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the starting lineups and the national anthem. And we are ready for girls varsity basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you this evening. We just witnessed a great JV game. It was back and forth the whole way. Westwood was able to hang on to a 37-34 win. And in the JV2 game, Hopkinton won that one, another close one, 34-33. So we'll see if this varsity game will be a close one as well, as the Hillers will start off with possession on the entry. Lulu Murphy from the near side, and we are underway. Hillers in their home white jerseys working left to right across your screen. Up and no good is Hedstrom, and it's a rebound by Fossbender, who will feed it out to the wing. Now Cho going to drive down the lane between two defenders and draw the foul. Nice job by Cho drawing up some contact. She's heading to the line for a pair. And they'll get Haley Jacobson with her first. And the first free throw by Cho is good. On the second. No good there. And here comes Westwood. Dolly gets it over to the wing to Jacobson. Now Kissel. Kissel takes it over. Around the horn they go. Shot from the wing. No good by Fleming. Rebound Westwood. Kissel's there. Feeds it over. Up and no good is Noble. Hillers have it. Here comes Lulu. Feeds it over to Cho on the corner. Now up top, Hedstrom. Now Fossbender driving in up for the jumper. No. Collected by Dolly. Minute into action here in the first quarter. A 1-0 Hillers lead off a Cho free throw. And now Hattie Noble, the captain for Westwood, going to have an opportunity for some free throws. We have the first Hillers foul. They'll get Lexi Trendle. First to two, no good. On the second, nope. Front of the rim it goes. Hillers have it. Here comes Cho. Driving in, up with the left hand, and good, plus the foul. Lauren Cho heading to the line for an and one opportunity. And the guilty party there was Catherine Cassell. And Lauren Cho has 4 points. 4-0 Hillers lead. Full court pressure as expected by Coach Greco's Hillers. Driving in, Jacobson feeds it over to the block. Up and in goes Noble. Hillers led by head coach Mike Greco. Westwood led by head coach Catherine Clifford. Along the end line, Fossbender called for the travel. Westwood ball. Westwood searching for their first win of this season at 0-5. Hillers 5-1. Winning a pair of games last week, picking up a pair of games against Halston and Dedham. Fires it over to Jacobson, and we have a steal underneath. Fossbender gets in there. Over to Cho. Driving in, and an errant pass there, but able to collect in the corner was Lulu. Cho down the lane, up with the left hand, no good that time. Hillers rebound, and kicked out by Trendle. Nice rebound there by Alexi. Lulu to Hedstrom. Carly driving in, and she draws all kinds of contact. Be a Hillers inbound from the near side. On the foul, Haley Jacobson. That's her second. Team third for Westwood. And the junior Carly Hedstrom on the entry. Cho. Ooh, we have a charge. They get Carly Hedstrom with the offensive charge. Westwood ball. Cassell feeds it up the far side to Dolly. Now to Noble. Around the horn they go. Dolly for three. No good off the rim. And it's collected by Lulu. Lulu going to take her time with it. Cho feeds it up to Trendle. Now back to Lulu. Here's Fossbender down the lane, up, no good. Westwood collects. Underneath to pull it down, Olivia Williams. Cassell calls it out and gives it up over to Williams. Dolly down the lane, and she'll draw contact. Going to get Carly Hedstrom with her second. First of two. Taking a while, but it falls in. Julia Dolly. It bounced, 3-4 times before falling in. The senior on her second of two. No good there. Cho feeds it out. And Fossbender drew some contact. They get Caitlin Fleming with her first. Cho on the entry. Already a team fourth for Westwood. They're going to have to be careful. Hillers have shot well from the line this season. Up and in, Lexi Trendle. A 6-3 Hillers lead about halfway through the first quarter. Fleming feeds it down to Cassell. And it's stolen away. Cho gets there. Errant pass in the direction of Olivia Williams. Lulu back to Cho for three. No good. Batted up and pulled down by Cassell. Here comes Westwood. Over to Callahan, up for the jumper. No. Rebound, Fossbender. Lulu. Cho kicks it back to Lulu. Now here goes Brooke Doherty. Cho takes it down and draws some contact. They get Ava Connaughton with her first. Lauren Cho at the line already for her third time tonight. First of two, swishes right through. She's 3 for 4 from the strike. Second of two. No. Hiller's rebound. Lexi's there. Tosses it up to Fossbender. Back to Trendle. Now Fossbender. Lulu down the lane. Up with the left hand. No good. Lexi going for the putback. Batted up in the air. And it's pulled down by Doherty. She tries to put it back and was swatted away by Katzman. And did we have a foul? Yes, we did. Or maybe not a foul. I think they just called it out of bounds on Westwood. Running out of time on the shot clock, 3 seconds. Up and no good there by Maggie, who's called for a travel. Westwood ball. Connaughton to Katzman. Kicks it back out to Connaughton. Now Williams. She lost it. Picked up by Fossbender. Up for the shot. No. Rebound Hillers. Put back. Count it. Caroline Connell. Nice job in the low post by Connell, forcing her way through to pull that one down, put it back. Connaughton to Katzman. Over to Connaughton for three. No good that time. Fossbender pulls down the rebound. Doherty. And she got wrapped up with Williams. Jump ball called. Possession arrow, Westwood. And we have a travel against Lillian Hancock. Hiller's ball. Fossbender will inbound. Cho takes it up. Cho up to Fossbender. Surrounded by defenders, called for the travel. Katzman on the entry to Connaughton. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Connaughton feeds it over to the corner. It's Noble. Now up to Hancock. Surrounded by defenders, gives it up to Katzman. Callahan feeds it underneath, and Noble goes up and in. Hattie Noble with her second field goal of the evening. 9-5, Hillers lead. Cho. And one step too extra there. Travel called, Westwood ball. Another travel. Can't get their footing out there. Lulu on the entry. And we have a collision. Millie and Katzman got tied up. And we have a foul. It will be against the Hillers. They're going to get Millie. Fleming on the inbound. There goes Dolly. It was a team fourth for the Hillers. 5 fouls for Westwood. Hancock steps back, launches it. That'll rattle out. Collected by Cho. Less than a minute left to go in the first quarter. Here comes Lulu. Feeds it to Cho down the lane. Draws the foul. Cho has just mastered driving the lane. You get Ariana Katzman with her first. Cho misses the first. She is 3 for 6 from the line so far. Let's see if she can get above the 500 mark. Nope. Cassell. Along the far side, surrounded by defenders. Good defense there by Brooke Doherty, and it's stolen away by Lulu. Now a battle for it as it was stripped away by Lily Hancock, and we have a jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of the Hillers. 31.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Doherty up to Fossbender. Down the lane, up and in. Here comes Lily Hancock. Noble gets it up to Dolly. Loose ball stripped away and stolen away by Lulu. 1 second left. They need to shoot. Up and no good by Connell. But a good first quarter by the Hillers after one. It is Hopkinton 11, Westwood 5. Second quarter coming up next in this varsity matchup on HCAM. We are ready for the second quarter, an 11-5 lead for the Hillers. Kate Fleming on the entry for Westwood. And right off the bat, we have a tie-up. Nice job by Carly Hedstrom getting tied up with Dolly to force the jump ball call, and now it's Hillers' ball. Cho takes it up. Over to Carly. Up top to Lexi, now back to Cho. Fossbender driving down, up and in. I think she's starting to feel it. Pair of field goals for Kiki Fossbender. Fleming feeds it over to Cassell. Along the baseline, kicks it out. Fleming for three. No. Collected by Hedstrom. Carly feeds it up over to Fossbender. Up for the right-handed hook. No good. Loose ball, and it's collected by Westwood. Julia Dolly was there, and we have a travel. Hillers' ball. Lou back to Cho. Fossbender. Over to Carly Hedstrom. Now Lexi Trendle. To Fossbender. Cho turns it around, up to Lulu. Pump fake, and in she goes. Smooth moves by Lulu Murphy. A 10-point Hillers lead. Fleming launches it to Cassell. Down the lane, up with the left hand and in. Good response. Cho goes behind the back, feeds it over to Carly. Now Lulu stripped away and stolen away. Cassell has it. Catherine Cassell, the junior, feeds it over to Fleming, and now underneath to Noble, up and no good, but she drew contact. Hattie Noble, the captain, heading to the line for her second time tonight. They get Lexi with her second foul. First of two, no good. Second of two, no. Hillers have it. Fossbender going to take it in, stripped away, and we have a foul. They get Fleming with the grab. It's her second. Kiki Fossbender to the line. She has 4 points so far tonight. Front end of a 1-and-1, no good. Westwood has it. It's team seventh for Westwood, so the Hillers will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Up to Fleming. Now Noble feeds it across. Dolly. Up top, Jacobson. Dolly. Running out of time on the shot clock. 4 seconds. Up for the shot. No good. Put back. Yes. Good finish by Hattie Noble. Hedstrom gives it over. Give and go, and it's blocked. Getting in there was Haley Jacobson. She'll take it up. Coast to coast to the bucket. Good block by Cho. Rebound underneath by Noble. Feeds it back out to Jacobson. Now up top to Fleming. Along the wing, that's Dolly. Underneath, up, and no good is Noble, but she drew contact once again. Back to the line she goes. They'll get Cho with that one. It's her first. Team sixth for the Hillers. First of two, no good by Noble. She's 0 for 5 from the stripe. Second of two, count it. 15-10, Hillers lead, 5:07 left to go in the first half. Cho over to Carly. Up now to Caroline Connell, now back to Cho. Fossbender takes it down, off the window and in. Kiki Fossbender making it happen. Julia Dawley runs into trouble, gives it back to Connaughton. Cassell now. Loose ball collected by Noble, who was just able to keep it in. Tries to get it up the sideline. It was knocked back out, but it did go off of Carly Hedstrom. Julia Dawley on the entry. At the block, Noble stripped away. Noble collects in the corner. And it's stolen away by Carly Hedstrom, but she's called for a travel. Westwood ball. Julia Dawley on the entry. Cassell. Dawley able to get it to Connaughton. Up from the short corner and good is Chloe Callahan. Cho brings it up. Fossbender over to Carly Hedstrom. Now Cho trying to feed it to the block to Connell, but it's stolen away. Quick break, Connaughton feeds it over, up, no good. Connaughton puts it back, that's no good. Long shot from up top, no good by Callahan, and the Hillers have it as Hedstrom has the rebound. Cho takes it up, over to Carly now. Fossbender, turnaround jumper, count it! Kiki Fossbender with 3 of the 4 Hiller field goals in the second quarter. Misfire there, but it's collected along the sideline by Connaughton. Cassell, Noble, fires it over to Callahan, now driving down, up and no good is Dawley. Hillers have it. Here comes Cho. Cho, coast to coast, to the bucket, up and no good. Rebound, Noble. Cassell up with the left hand and in. It's her second field goal of the game and the quarter. 5-point lead for the Hillers. Kick out over to Iannelli. Up top now to Kiki. Driving in, and it was knocked out of bounds by Dawley. Smart move there by Fossbender, just kind of letting it go out of bounds. She knew Dawley got the last touch on it. Lulu on the entry. Cho, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lulu down the lane and stripped away. Here comes Westwood, quick break Hancock. She steps back, launches it, no good. Hillers have it, and that was collected by Fossbender. Fossbender, around the perimeter they go. Cho for 3, no good there. Rebound Dawley. 1:45 and counting left to go in the second quarter. Pass over to Olivia Williams, back to Dawley on the short corner. Fires it up top to Hancock. And now to the wing to Katzman for 3, knocks it down. Big time 3 there, Westwood within 2. Lulu. Back to Fossbender. Now Cho. Over to Lulu. Feeds it over to the corner. Up for 3. No good there is Maggie Hedstrom. And it's Westwood's ball as Hancock collects. Feeds it over to Katzman. Back to Hancock, up for the lay-in, and she'll draw contact. They're going to get Maggie Hedstrom with her first. Team 7th for the Hillers. Both teams with 7 apiece. First of 2 is good by Lillian Hancock. Well, Westwood so far in this quarter has outscored the Hillers 13-8. Make it 14-8. We're knotted at 19 apiece. Maggie Hedstrom driving it up with the hook, no good. Westwood has it. There to collect was Olivia Williams. Hancock gives it over to Katzman. Up to Hancock. Fires it back over to Cassell. Cassell turns it around over to Hancock. Running out of time on the shot clock. 5 seconds left. Katzman between 2 defenders. Up with the underhand shot, and it falls in. Westwood up by 2. Fossbender. Over to Cho. Now Lulu. Hiller's going to wait for the buzzer beater here. Shot clock is off. 6 seconds left. Stripped away. Here comes Westwood. Hancock driving to the bucket, and she's denied by Lulu. And that'll do it for the second quarter of play. After 2, it is Westwood 21, the Hillers 19. An exciting first half of play. Second half should be exciting as well. Back and forth we go. You are tuned in to Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. And welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. Don't forget, we'll be right back here tomorrow evening for Hopkinton Hillers boys basketball as they take on Westwood. We'll have the freshman game starting at 3:30, followed by JV at 5 and varsity at 6:30. And then on Saturday, Hillers hockey versus Westwood, a 1:40 p.m. face-off from the New England Sports Center this Saturday. A Hillers Westwood weekend on HCAM. A 21-19 Westwood lead here as we start the third quarter. Dolly feeds it back over to Fleming. Westwood working left to right across your screen for this third quarter. Fleming feeds it underneath. Fed out by Noble, and now a three attempt, and no, it'll fall out. Bobbled around, and Fleming stepped out. Hillers ball. Back and forth, first half. Westwood took the lead towards the very tail end of the second quarter. Cho feeds it up to Lulu for three. And it falls in. Hillers up by one. It was an 11-5 first quarter in favor of the Hillers and a 16-8 second quarter in favor of Westwood to give them the 21-19 lead at the half. Jacobson driving in. Lost it. It is collected by Noble. She'll launch the deep two. No good. Pulled down by Jacobson. She kicks it out. Up for three. And good is Katzman. Or make that Julia Dolly, excuse me. A 24-22 Westwood lead. Show over to Carly, driving down the lane. Up no good, but draws the foul. First half scoring in this game for the Hillers, it was Lulu Murphy with 2, Caroline Connell with 2, Kiki Fossbender with 8, Lauren Cho with 5, Lexi Trendle with 2. For Westwood, Ariana Katzman with 5, Chloe Callahan with 2, Catherine Cassell with 4, Hattie Noble with 7. First of 2 free throws here is good. They got Haley Jacobson with her third. And also Lily Hancock had 2 in the first half. Julia Dolly with 1 for Westwood. Carly Hedstrom at the line, her first time tonight. Chance to tie right here. No good, but Trendle pulls it down. Or did she? No, it's stripped away and stolen away by Dolly. Dolly feeds it over to Callahan, up for the shot, no good. Loose ball, kept in, but swatted out by Cassell. Hillers ball. Cho to Lulu. Fossbender drives down Lulu. Back to Fossbender. Up for the jumper. No. Pulled down by Noble. Here comes Westwood. Cassell. Noble feeds it over. Cassell for 3. No. Off the back iron. Battle for it. Coming away with it was Fleming. Feeds it through. Up for the shot, Noble. And pulls down her own rebound. And now an underhand shot by Cassell, and we have a foul. Good possession there by Westwood. They really owned the low post during that possession. Lulu Murphy charged with her first. Cassell misses the first of 2. Second of 2. Got it. Here comes Cho. Hedstrom feeds it over to Fossbender. Driving down, up and in, plus the foul. Kiki Fossbender, 10 points on the evening. And they get Julie Dawley with her first foul. Chance to put the Hillers back on top. No good. Knotted at 25 apiece. And knocked out of bounds by Fossbender. Good effort there. Dawley on the entry. Callahan feeds it over, down the lane, up and in goes Cassell. Westwood back on top by 2. Millie feeds it down, up with the hook. Trendle, no good. Loose ball, and it's pulled up by Westwood. Nice effort by Ava Connaughton. Here comes Cassell. Attempted pass swatted back to her by Cho. Feeds it over, up for 3. A little short is Olivia Williams. And it's kept in Westwood possession as Callahan able to corral it in. Good ball distribution up from the low block. Callahan no good. Cho got a little block in there, but then she stepped out of bounds on the rebound attempt. Or did she? No, out on Westwood. Millie Sensini on the entry. Lulu takes it up. Just trying to sneak it in between 2 defenders there, and it backfired on her. Here comes Connaughton. Misfire towards Cassell. Out of play it goes. Hiller's ball. Here comes Lulu. Fossbender driving down and is blocked. Denied by Olivia Williams. Quick break here, Connaughton. And as Dawley drives in, she draws contact. Or correction, they're going to get her with a charge, I believe. So Hiller's ball. Lulu hands it back to Fossbender. Now it's out to Doherty. Over to Sensini. Doherty up from the block. And she drew contact from Connaughton. That'll be the second foul on Connaughton, team 3rd for Westwood. Brooke Doherty at the line. Hits the first of 2. Chance to tie with this one. No good. Rebound by Callahan. Taking it up, Connaughton. Around the perimeter they go. Callahan. Trying to get it in the interior. Stolen away by Fossbender. To Lulu. Sensini now. Back to Fossbender. Down the lane. Trying to get it over to Lexi, and it's stripped away by Callahan. Connaughton will take it up. Katzman launches it up and in. Mariana Katzman has come through with some huge field goals for Westwood tonight. Fossbender down the lane, up and draws the foul. We'll get Catherine Cassell with her second. No good on the first of two by Fossbender. 0 for 3 from the strike so far. Second of two, got it. A 2-point Westwood lead with 2:31 left to go in the third quarter. Cassell. Over to Jacobson. Back to Cassell. Now Katzman. Feeds it over to Jacobson. Cassell. Running out of time on the shot clock. 8 seconds left. Gets it over to Katzman. Underneath to Noble. Up, no good. Hillers have it. Here comes Lulu. Lulu up for the jumper, no good. Loose ball, and Lulu able to collect, but gets wrapped up for the jump ball call. Got wrapped up with Cassell. It will go Hillers' way. Cho will have the entry. Cho feeds it over to Maggie. Stripped away, loose ball, and we'll have a jump ball. Maggie getting wrapped up with Haley Jacobson. Westwood possession. Nearly stolen away, swatted out of bounds by Connell. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Here comes Jacobson. Feeds it over the short corner. Up goes Noble. It spins around and falls in. Hattie Noble with 9 points for Westwood. A 4-point Wolverines lead. 1:19 and counting left to go in the third. Lulu feeds it out to Doherty. Now Cho. Out to Lulu. Doherty going to take it in. Up. No good. Rebound Noble. Here comes Lily Hancock. Fleming feeds it into Noble. Up for the lane, no good. Grabs her own rebound and is able to keep it in as she gives it up to Fleming. She was forced out of the low post there. There's a number of defenders in front of her. And we have a timeout call. 47.9 seconds left to go. Westwood leading Hopkinton 31-27. Very back and forth game so far tonight. Third quarter started off in favor of the Hillers, as they were able to tie it up a number of times, but Westwood starting to gain the momentum once again. These two teams playing each other tough, that's for sure. Don't forget, we'll be back here tomorrow night for boys basketball, Hopkinton Westwood. Freshmen at 3:30, JV at 5, varsity at 6:30. And then on Saturday, we got hockey at 1:40 as the Hillers take on Westwood over at the New England Sports Center. And then guess what? Monday, we have a whole lot more sports for you. Hillers girls basketball, once again, taking on Westwood on Monday right here at the Athletic Center. We'll have the video stream of the freshman JV and varsity games. I'll be at the Hiller girls hockey game, which has an 8:10 p.m. face-off as they take on Dedham. But certainly a whole lot of sports action to come your way throughout the remaining couple weeks of this winter sports season. Hillers had to reschedule a number of games from the middle of the year because of the pandemic. And, of course, there was a couple weather postponements as well. But they are trying to get them out there as much as they can. Ball was knocked out of bounds. It will be a Westwood inbound. Lily Hancock on the entry. 42 seconds left to go in the third. Jacobson drives in, feeds the corner. Long two by Noble, no good. Shot clock went off. Here comes Maggie Hedstrom. Feeds it back to Fossbender. 6-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Maggie drives down, nearly stripped away by Fleming, and we have a foul on Fleming. It's going to be her third. Team fifth for Westwood. Hiller's only with one foul so far in this half. Lulu to Cho. Cho to the hoop, yes! Lauren Cho with her first field goal since the first quarter. Behind the back dribble, Haley Jacobson. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Katzman stripped away. Sent over to Fleming. Underneath. Noble off the window and in. What a finish to the third quarter for Westwood. And at the end of three, it is Westwood 33, Hillers 29. The final 8 minutes coming up next on HCAM. And we are ready for the fourth quarter. Hillers will have possession to start the final 8 minutes. Lulu on the entry. Hillers working right to left across your screen. Carly Hedstrom with possession. Up to Lexi. Now Kiki. Over to Cho. Nearly stripped away, picks it back up. And we have a foul. There'll be a team 6 for Westwood. They get Olivia Williams with the grab. Lulu. Into Cho. Driving down up with the underhand, yes. It falls in. Cassell. Now Fleming turns it around. Over to Williams, up for three, knocks it down. A big-time three there for Olivia Williams. It's a 5-point Westwood lead. Fossbender. Around the perimeter they go. Cho gets up top to Lulu. Now Fossbender along the baseline, off the window. No, it falls out. Hiller's rebound as Trendle pulls it down and gets wrapped up with Fleming for the jump ball. And the possession arrow in favor of Westwood. Here comes the Wolverines. Big turnover there. Well, looks like we have yet another exciting Westwood-Hopkinton game. Up with the underhand shot is Julia Dawley. We have a foul. We'll get Lauren Cho with her second. First of two is good. Dawley knocks it down. Here's the second of two. Count it. Dawley coming up big there. See what the Hillers can do here. Lulu up for the shot, no good. Rebound Fleming. Cassell drives down the lane, draws the foul. Momentum starting to shift heavily in favor of Westwood. And I think this is a smart timeout call here by the Hillers. They got Lexi Trendle with her third foul. And a smart timeout call by Coach Greco. Hillers certainly need to turn the momentum of this game around relatively quickly. Taking a look at scoring heading into the fourth quarter. For Westwood, it was Ariana Katzman with 7, Chloe Callahan with 2, Catherine Cassell with 7 points, Hattie Noble with 11, Lily Hancock with 2, and Julie Dawley with 4. For the Hillers, it was Brooke Doherty with 1, Lulu Murphy with 5, Caroline Connell with 2, Kiki Fossbender with a team-leading 11, Lauren Cho with 7, Carly Hedstrom with 1, Lexi Trendle with 2. Lauren Cho so far in this fourth quarter has the only Hillers field goal. So 9 points overall to this point. Seven-point lead for the Wolverines. And a chance for Cassell to add on some more. First of 2, no. Second of 2, got it. Lexi on the entry to Cho. Feeds it over to Carly Hedstrom. Now up top to Lexi. Now Cho. Over to Kiki. Kicks it back out to Cho. Fossbender. Takes it up the lane and is going to draw some contact. Took a hard fall there. And they get Haley Jacobson. That's her 4th. She'll likely come out of the game. This is a 1-and-1. Hillers in the bonus. On the front end, no good. Trendle pulls it down, able to get it over the far side. It was knocked out, and Westwood has it, recovered by Katzman. Here comes the Wolverines. Well, Westwood has been winning the rebound battle the last couple of quarters. That's been the big problem for the Hillers. Up for the turnaround jumper, no good is Callahan, and Callahan grabs her own rebound. Pass up top for three, no good there by Dolly, and Fossbender has it. Fossbender feeds it over to Hedstrom for three, no good, off the back iron it goes. Rebound Callahan and Westwood. Five minutes left to go in regulation. Katzman trying to get it up top. Stolen away by Cho. Here goes Cho, stripped away by Fleming. Katzman. Pass up the near side of Dolly, and we have a push. They're going to get Lulu with the contact. It's her second. Ava Connaughton on the entry. Dolly. Katzman. On the corner, Callahan. Trying to work her way in. Down the lane goes Noble, and in she goes. Big time bucket there for Westwood. They're up by 10. Cho trying to respond, no good. Rebound Connaughton. Surrounded by defenders, able to squeeze it out to Callahan. And that's off the hands of Noble and out of play. Fossbender on the entry. Well, we had a 34-33 freshman game, or JV2 game in favor of the Hillers. And then you had a 37-34 JV game in favor of Westwood. And now you have a close game here as Fossbender driving in. And it's knocked out of bounds. It will be a Hillers inbound. Cho on the entry. Cho goes behind the back. Over to Carly Hedstrom. Down the lane, up, off the window, no good. Grabs her own rebound and is surrounded by defenders. Got wrapped up with Fleming for the jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of the Hillers. Hedstrom on the entry. Driving in, drew the foul. To the line goes Carly Hedstrom. She'll have two. That's the fourth on Kate Fleming. First to two, good. Big free throws right here. Hits the second. It's an 8-point game. That makes it a 3-possession game at least, as it's knocked out and will go in favor of Westwood. We had a timeout call. 3:36 left to go. Westwood leading Hopkinton 41-33. And the Wolverines have had a very good second half, especially defensively, as they've been able to stop this potent Hiller offense. Holding them to 10 points in the third, and so far just 4 points in this fourth quarter. And Westwood doing a nice job at drawing turnovers, winning the rebound battle, and that's what's been the key for the Wolverines so far in this game. Still time left on the clock, but the Hillers certainly need to start hitting from the field. Only one field goal in the fourth quarter. Westwood on the inbound. Julia Dolly off the timeout. Full court pressure as you would expect. Cassell. Connaughton trying to work it up. Here comes Cassell. Feeds it over to Williams. Now it's back over to Connaughton. And driving down the lane is Dolly. She draws contact. Julia Dolly heading to the line for 2. That's the second foul on Brooke Doherty. First of 2, no. Dolly is 3 for 5 from the line so far. And she hits this one. It's a 9-point game. Fossbender kicks it out to Lulu. Hedstrom. Gets it over to Trendle. Down the lane, up for the shot. No. Pulled down by Noble. Under 3 minutes left to go. Connaughton working up the floor. Jacobson surrounded by defenders. Over to Cassell now. Feeds it out to Dolly. Along the wing, driving in. Connaughton for 3. No good there. And tapped out by Cassell. Westwood continuing to dominate the rebound battle. And now the Hillers come up with a well-needed turnover. Show down to Hedstrom. Driving in is Fossbender up for the shot. No good. Pulled down by Connaughton. Cassell feeds it over to Dolly. Now Connaughton on the interior, kicks it out, and up and in with the underhand, Cassell. That might have been the backbreaker right there with under 2 minutes left. Hillers need to respond very quick. Carly drives in, up with the left hand, no good. Trendle going to try to put it back. No good, but draws the foul. And get Hattie Noble with her first. First of 2 from Trendle is good. There's the second of 2. Now rattle out. Westwood comes up with it. Oh, no, it went out of bounds. Who was it out on? And they're going to call it out off of Olivia Williams. Hillers will have it. Of course, this season they're limiting the baseline inbounds to keep further contact amongst the players. Brooke Doherty on the entry. Over to Connell, back to Doherty. Feeds it out over to Iannelli. Driving in, Doherty. Sensini. Millie over to Iannelli. On the interior, and Connell tries to put it up, no good. The Hillers do collect as Iannelli's there. Driving in is Hedstrom, and she takes big contact. She's going to the line. You get Olivia Williams with her second. 1:16 left on the clock, a 10-point Westwood lead. Maggie on her first of 2. No. Second of 2. Count it. It's a 9-point game. Hancock feeds it over. There goes Jacobson over to the corner, up for a long 2, no good. Iannelli with the rebound. Approaching a minute left to go. Millie driving in, up with the underhand, no good, but draws the foul. So Millie Senseney heading to the line with 56.4 seconds left to go. 9-point game. These are pretty much must-hit free throws at this point. First of 2, no. No good there. It is a rebound by Connell. Good rebound there. Driving in is Hedstrom, up for the lay-in, no good. Put back by Connell, no good, and Westwood has it. Here goes Lily Hancock. And the Hillers don't seem like they're in any rush to foul. I think they know at this point that might be too little too late. Battle for the ball. Katzman got wrapped up with Doherty. We'll go Westwood's way. Here goes Connaughton. Feeds it back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And they're going to burn all the time off. Hillers have it. Well, Westwood getting a big victory here tonight. Up for 3 is Doherty, no good. Be their first win of the season against a very good Hillers team. But Westwood, I'll tell you, they've had some tough competition so far, so their record certainly doesn't mean much. They are a talented team. And that's going to do it. 44-35, the Westwood Wolverines take down the Hopkinton Hillers. The Hillers coming up a little bit short here today. And we'll take a look at the scoring before we wrap things up. And we will start off with the Westwood Wolverines. Ariana Katzman had 7 points. Chloe Callahan with 2. Catherine Cassell with 10. Hattie Noble, your player of the game, with 13 points. Olivia Williams with 3. Lily Hancock with 2. Julia Dawley had 7 points. For the Hillers, it was Brooke Doherty with 1, Lulu Murphy with 5, Caroline Connell with 2, Kiki Fossbender with 11, Lauren Show with 9 points, Carly Hedstrom with 3, Maggie Hedstrom with 1, Lexi Trendle with 3. A great effort by both teams, a fun game that went back and forth the whole way. The Westwood Wolverines get the best of the Hillers here today as they take down Hopkinton by a final score of 44-35. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching HCAM. For Matt Clark, I'm Tom Nappy. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a good night, everybody.